Round 5 matches in the HART Sapphire series for 2020. We have a plethora of netball, 3 games. This is game 2. It's a top-of-the-table clash. It's between the Cougars and the Jets. They're separated by 2 points on the ladder, and this should be an absolute cracker of a match. My name is Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by a former Australian men's captain, current Queensland men's coach, and coach of the Sunny Coast side, Thunder, Gary Passion. Gary, this will be an absolute corker of a game. The 2 best teams for the season, and they are looking pretty sharp as they warm up out there.
Yeah, no doubt, David. We've been a lot of us have been waiting for this game, and I'm sure a lot of people out there as well. It's the top of the table match, and some amazing players in this, and they've put some great performances out on court so far. So to see these 2 teams match up will be quite a game.
So the table is the Cougars played 4-1-4, and they are currently sitting on 69 points. Of course, you get 10 points for a win, 5 for a draw, and nothing for a loss, and you get 2 points per quarter. So out of a possible 72 points, they've got 69. The Jets, they are very similarly 4-4, and they've got 68 points for theirs. So there's nothing separates them, 1 point in the difference. For me, it's going to be an incredibly tight match. We have been handed the lineups. We're starting with the Jets first, and the Jets will be seen, well, Charlie Bell will be the shooter. Lucinda Benjamin, one of the Triple Bs, she will be the goal attack. Brooke Ham's the wing attack. The captain and centre is Stephanie O'Brien. McKeely Hock is the wing defence. Leah Woolnough, the goal defence. Bridie Condren, the goalkeeper. That leaves a bench of Siobhan Sherlaw, Monique French, and the other Triple B, Rosie Baker, coached by Tracy Jeans Fraser. Assistant coach is Jodie Thomas. Manager, Robin Ingram. For the Cougars, Riley Holland is the goal shooter. She is joined in the shooting circle by Martina Rikas. That's a late change. Mia Stowe was programmed to start there. She has now gone to the bench. Chanel Dyer is captain and wing attack. Maddie Hinchcliffe is the centre. Wing defence, also a late change. It was to be Bella Sorber. It's now Ali McLeod. Ruby Bakewell-Doran is the GD, and Remy Camo, the goalkeeper. That leaves a bench of Stower, Sorby, and Baird. Now, coached by Liz White. Darren Connolly is the assistant, and the manager is Lynn Holland. For me, Gary, I see the matchup. Charlie Bell has got to outshoot Riley Holland, which means Bridie Condren is on Riley Holland, and Remy Camo has to take out Charlie Bell. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it comes down to. Looks a really strong shooting lineups for both teams, and no doubt the same in defence. I think the young pairing in Bakewell-Doran and Camo in the back for Cougars will have their work cut out for them. However, just amazing group pairing those two are. So I think they'll do well there. And look, another key matchup for me is O'Brien and Hinchcliffe in the middle. Those two are very experienced players, different styles, but I think they'll match up really well. And I think whoever can come out there well in the middle too can go a long way to doing the best for their team.
So the umpires for the match is Cara Winterbaum and Claire Johnson. Di Fawcett is the reserve. And the Ipswich side is in the green, the Cougars side is in the red. I'd just like to take this opportunity to respectfully acknowledge the Turrbal, Jagera and Yagera peoples, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which this event is taking place, and elders past and present and emerging. So they're still doing their warm-ups. You can see the Cougars there, the Jets there in the green, doing a little bit of half-court. This is a big match. This will go a long way. Are we seeing a grand final preview? Now, I know you're a coach of one of the teams in it.
Yeah, I'm going to say hopefully not. But look, I guess putting outsider cap on, they'd have to be favourites at this stage for a grand final preview. Obviously, a long way to go in the season. We're not quite halfway after this round, so anything can happen. But, for at this point in the comp, certainly the 2 informed teams.
Now, last week, the 2 teams, they warmed up. You took on the Jets yourselves, and a little bit of a spanking, 67-46, but you took a quarter off them?
Yeah,
so
we
you must
did.
have been pretty happy with that. And the week before, you took a quarter off the Cougars.
Yeah, look, we're, won't talk about our team too much here, the Thunder, but I'll try to stop me normally, but certainly, look, we lack a bit of consistency, but we're pretty confident we can match with any of these teams. But look, these 2 teams, played the last couple of weeks, and they certainly proved their experience with being able to bounce back from those quarters and show their own consistency. And and that's why to see how they bounce off each other here will be very interesting.
So the Cougars also played last week. They took on the Wildcats, the defending premiers. That was a 1v3 game, and Cougars ran out winners 68-48. We commentated that was the first game of the round, and they looked pretty impressive. Riley Holland didn't start that match. He had a little pinched nerve in a calf. And the Wildcats very competitive early on. Then all of a sudden Holland comes on, game over. Almost.
Yeah, look, Riley's that type of player. She can change things. She's so solid down that end. She's a great option for them. She's going to have to work overtime tonight without Mia Stower starting. There'll be a lot of responsibility going to Roland, but she's Holland. But she's very up to that task.
So of course the talls, or the triple Bs as I call them, Bell, Benjamin, and
Baker.
Baker.
Yep.
Yes. The shooting end of the Jets is impressive. The two talls and Bell and Benjamin. That's going to be hard work for the defence of Condren and Woolno.
No doubt. Look, having Benjamin out at goal attack, probably traditionally wasn't known for her, work outside the circle, but she's certainly taken that on really well. And to have both Bell and Benjamin in there for Jets is certainly something Cougars will have to watch out for. For
me, Charlie Bell, she's a cool customer, one of the coolest shooters I've seen in a long time. She just seems to have ice, the good type, running through those veins. And, she just seems to be so relaxed out there. And maybe they can get under her skin a little bit, the Cougars, to try and put her off.
Look, that'll be what they're after, I think. Certainly Bell is still only young. She's played a lot of netball and getting better and stronger every time we see her. But perhaps, Cougars might try to... work on her and experience a little bit and make an advantage out of that.
So the teams are being called on the courts. It's Liz White, one of the masters of coaching in this sport of ours. She has always produces competitive teams. What do you reckon she's saying to her charges last up?
Yeah, look, what an experienced coach, and her record speaks for herself. Look, she'll just be getting into, hopefully, probably. From her point of view, we'll be looking for consistency. They have had a few quarters that have, gone the other way, and I know Liz hasn't been happy with that. So she's probably asking for that, and also just get them settled into the, maybe a shooting lineup they weren't quite ready for. But certainly, she'll have them, going out there and just doing what they do best.
Excellent work. So everything's getting in readiness. We're about 30 seconds away. Actually, we've got a 1 minute clock there, but it's not counting down. That's awkward. So the HART Sapphire series, join us on Facebook. By all means, give us a comment. We've got one of the best coaches in the world here, so by all means, have a chat. Talk to him about men's netball, former Australian captain, and in my opinion, probably the next Australian men's coach. There's controversy for you.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you think so. Look, a lot of things might have to happen then, but
a lot of people might have to die. But with COVID, you never know. No. Victoria might be banned from the next nationals.
Yeah,
so
you never know. Never know.
But so everything's in readiness. It looks like the Jets have got their first centre pass. They're in the green. They will be going, as your screen, they'll be going from right to left. Cougars in the red going left to right. I have been looking forward to this since I saw the draw 4 or 5 weeks ago, and this should be an absolute cracker. Two of the top sides running around, some of the best netball talent you'll ever see is starting up here. Hopefully it's not a nervous start to either side. We're underway with Steffi O'Brien. So immediately Cougars tight on defence. Benjamin a long way from home. O'Brien finds Bell.
Yeah, that's O'Brien's normal spot there, the cut to the pocket, and they're ready for that too. Bell's popping out for that, as she usually does.
So it took 14 seconds, and the Jets score first. And a hand in there by Hams nearly turns it over. Dyer picks up the scraps. So Rika's very impressive last week when she was on. She started ahead of Holland. And Stower goes to the top, cracks a pass to Hinchliffe.
Yeah, already that matchup from those two in centre will be very interesting.
You called it early. And Rika's with a long shot for her. Falls short, and the board's picked up by Woolno. Does a ton of work, Woolno. So, and with it now, finds Hams. O'Brien looks long. Ooh, loose pass picked up beautifully.
Switching it back across the court. They're trying to find another angle down.
So Benjamin cuts the top of the circle, takes the space away from Bell. Hams working hard. Contact there on the outside. Quickly played on. Can't find Bell on this one, but Benjamin uses the height beautifully and gets her first. 2 to the Jets. We played nearly 2, and they lead 2-0. Wasn't pretty, but effective, Gary.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I think there you saw probably Benjamin. Used to being shooter or playing a lot of that. She kind of was propping up there and needed to get moving, and she did that in the end, and that opened things up for them.
So Bell gets her second. 3 blot to the Jets. They've started well. I didn't ask you for a prediction, my friend.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't. Look, it's going to be a tough one. Forgetting the scores already out to the Jets, I probably would have said the Jets just marginally, although it's pretty brave to go against the Cougars in any circumstances. But I think the Jets have been playing a little bit more consistent, and if they can keep going that way, they might get the win here.
Well, it's the Jets for me as well. As you know, I've been around the Lions on and off for a number of years, so Lions are former Jets, so to speak.
That's right.
So I'm a big fan of the Jets and what Tracy Jeans-Fraser brings to the table. So for me, it's the Jets by 27.
Well, that is a brave prediction.
I've never got one of them right yet.
I'd even say there'd be pretty good money on a draw here too, so we'll see how it pans out.
So Riley Holland gets a second chance to get the first and misses.
Yeah, it's unlike Riley.
It's a bit of a nervous shot on that one. Chased down well by Riekers. And the obstruction call by Condren. And passes off again. Neither shooter looking comfortable at present. Holland this time will make no mistake, and she does. Cougars, they had a chance. The Jets had a chance to go to 4, but the Cougars get one back, 3-1. Early stages, first quarter, and a loose centre pass. We're playing on the over a third.
See if they can make the most of this, Cougars. They'll want to get back early, and they won't want to let it get away too early on them, and they can't by the looks of it.
Ball goes out, and it comes back to the Jets through Condren.
I think it's going to take Cougars a little bit of time to sort out not having Mia Starr out there. Hopefully they can get around that. Riekers is a young player but really talented, so I wouldn't rule them out sorting that out, but certainly missing Starr at the moment.
So great intercept there by Remy Camo. Very impressive that. She has been impressive every game I've seen her play. So hell ball call from the Jets, not seen by the umpire. And Holland gets it, doesn't want to take the shot. Hand in there from O'Brien. So Riekers for her first. And gets it. So the Cougars down 3 early. They've got a chance to tie it up here. And we had a little bit of technical difficulty there briefly. So, and the ball is through the Cougars, through Hinchliffe. Condren, the intercept. Bridie Condren will do that all day, Gary.
Yeah, look, she's a dangerous player. She's had some good experience this year, being called up to the Fever for some experiences there. And look, if anyone can tackle it, it's Riley Holland. However, I think Condren might have the edge on her at the moment.
So contact call there on Camo, on Benjamin. She passes it off to Bell. Bell looking for her third. And as calm as you like, it's not technically correct shot, but geez, it's effective.
If it goes in, it's what you want,
correct.
right?
Exactly. Who cares how it goes in as long as it goes in. O'Brien, great drive. Hits the circle, and we've called it. No, we've got a contact call inside the circle. Benjamin will shoot. No, passes off.
Smart play.
So 5-2. The Jets come out of the blocks firing. Ball falls to Dyer, the captain. And good arm shown there by Hams. Each pass seems to be double pressured at the moment by the Jets.
Yeah, Cougars will just have to be patient here. They really just want to get a few settling goals.
Hinchliffe with it. Looks for Riley on the short pass, surely not called by the umpire.
Missed Holland's baseline move there too.
They get it the second time round. She scores. Margin 2. We've played 5.5. Is it living up to all the hype, Gary Passion?
Well, look, so far I think it's actually been probably not quite as settled as both teams would like, but certainly as they build into this, it's going to get very competitive, no doubt.
Benjamin, beautiful drive around the top of the circle. She gets her second, 6-3. Benjamin, she does a lot of sideways drives, but it kind of works for these guys.
Yeah,
most times you'd say it clogs up the circle, but it doesn't for them.
No, and look, that's her strength too. She's used to doing that as the goal line type moves at goal shooter, and so she brings that to a GA role, and it's what she does well, and it does work often.
So time called here where they go and get the ball. And we're back into it now. Holland out of the circle, looks for Riekers, finds her. Condren a bit late, gets called for the contact. And Riekers just as relaxed as
finding her
Bell.
rhythm now, so if she gets into this, it could be Cougars back. Yep.
And a hand in there from, I think that was Hinchliffe. And a good contest there.
Just see if Cougars here, see what type of play they got. Both goalers back in here.
Starting on the old traditional 45, then they split. One left, one right, and they throw it away straight to Condren. Didn't have to work for that intercept. Through Hock, who gets through a ton of work. A loose ball, but Condren used the height well. Through Walno now. O'Brien, a magnificent take, and looks long, finds Bell.
Great take too.
Great pass. Hams outside the circle. Kamo working Bell over. But Benjamin just makes it look easy, and 7-4. Cougars down by 3.
Yeah, early days yet. Cougars won't certainly be panicking about this. They'll want to get a little bit of settled play going, but long way to go yet. 3 goals is not much at this level.
Well, we called a game earlier today. That was between the Tigers and the Wildcats, the defending premiers. Wildcats were down by 6 at quarter time, 15-9. Eventually ran out winners 46-36 in an amazing turnaround. They only scored 21 goals in the last 3 quarters of the match, the Tigers. The defence of the Wildcats impressive. And so an early lead is not a death sentence in this game.
No, that's right.
So Hams with it now, looks in for Bell, finds Akamo, got a hand in, been called by the umpire.
Great reach though, she'll be going for those all night.
Kamo has been very impressive, has looked $1 million out there. So Rika's with it now, 8-5, hand in there by Benjamin, sorry. And the ball rolls out, picked up by one of our ball girls. So I'm not sure where she's from. Does that say she's Brendan's? Yes, it looks like there's some Brendans on the uniform. So, and she's working hard, this poor little ball girl. It's her 4th take in the last 2 minutes. She struggles to get over those barriers.
Getting more touches than I used to, aren't they?
You and me both, Rob. Can't get touches from the bench. So Cougars score there. They make it 8-6. And O'Brien with it gets us going again.
Good centre pass defence there, making Jets go back and look for another angle.
Hinchcliffe hovering. She's all over Hams. Hams and O'Brien working well. And Charlie Bell, ring-a-ding-ding, gets another one.
A shooter with that height and that hold who can still shoot from there, very dangerous prospect.
So, put your coach's hat on, Gaz. Would you be making changes? Like, is this their best 7 for both teams, you think?
Oh, look.
Well, Mia Stowe, we don't know.
Yeah,
if she's
that's right.
or what's going on there.
No, well, yeah, we know that Mia played for the Firebirds against Lightning early in the day, so, and she did have a bit of an ankle twinge in that, so we're not really sure if she's going to make that. Look, I think probably lucky to get away with this.
Well, it looked like a step there. I think, like a contact on Condren here, so it's sort of everything coming up Jets at the moment.
Look, I don't think either coach will be looking for changes too early on this. Just let them settle into it. They probably can shuffle things around a bit if need be, but as I said, they'll probably just want to see how both lineups settle into this.
So 2 in a row to the Jets makes it an impressive 5-goal margin, 11-6. Remember, these 2 teams are scoring in the 60s regularly.
Great ball there from Rikas into Holland.
Holland, one of the better shooters, makes no mistake, and that is a Mizuno, a momentum shift. They break the run of the magnificent Jets, who have looked good today thus far. O'Brien feeds well. Charlie Bell held the backspace beautifully on that one. So, margin 5. The Jets seem to be scoring quicker than the Cougars at the moment.
Yeah, well, we say that, but that's 2 in a row that Condren's had a look at the outside ball, and Rika's been able to fake that and send it straight into Holland, and I'm sure Jets will neaten that up very quickly. I don't think it'll happen a 3rd time. So,
the last touches the Cougars. Don't forget, you can join us on the Facebook page, as is our former commentator, Paula Stewart. She's off to get a chicken palmy, she told me, but she's going to watch it on her phone. So.
There won't be much netball that Paula won't be watching, I reckon. She's all over it. She knows her stuff, that's for sure.
She says the same thing about you. So the ball with Benjamin, she throws it in. And another throw into the Jets. So take 2, same spot. Bell double teamed. Yeah. Bakewell Doran's got her hand fair in the back.
Both of them gone down there at the post. Who's going to get up quicker?
Oh, brilliant rate by Hinchcliffe, but
unlucky.
Umpire saw a contact, or maybe an offside. It's inside the circle, must be an offside.
Yeah, I think so.
So pass only to Benjamin. She kicks it out to O'Brien.
O'Brien's certainly been getting the majority of the feeds out there and doing well. She's normally lines up at wing attack, so it's probably a bit of a move they've done there to match up against Hinchcliffe in the middle.
So Benjamin misses a shot. she's an unusual player, Benjamin. When she does the refeed, she presents a body in what we would call as coaches the incorrect position. But again, using her height and elevation.
Yeah, I say with all due respect, she's never been known as a traditional style of netballer, but what she does do works more than not, and still a dangerous player.
Former Fusion player, of course, and Riley gets another one back. And loose ball here is contact on.
Good defence from O'Brien in the middle again.
So the Jets get a chance to go back to 4 up. Their centre next. So the momentum is shifting from almost play to play.
That's right. Jets certainly seem to have the most control at the moment. Cougars just can't quite get that rhythm, and as we say that, we see Star on the court now with looks like a fairly heavily taped leg, so maybe it wasn't an ankle during the game, maybe a bit of a
corky on the left calf.
Yeah.
So Stower in on GA, Rikas to the bench.
It'd be interesting now to see if this can go in Cougars' favour and how Jets react to it.
So biggest lead of the game, it's 5. Jets own it, 14-9. We've got 2:20 to play in the first. And the ball thrown over to Hinchliffe. She finds Holland. Holland pinned to the baseline there. Great job by Condren. And she has got some hops, as you saw it just then. This shot by Starr. Condren the rebound. That was impressive. That was all Condren.
Yeah, look, great hold. Good distance there and blocked that well for the rebound. And not many people can out-rebound her in this comp.
So McKeely Hock, the unsung hero of this side, does a ton of work. Centre wing defence can do it all. Charlie Bell gets another one. That gives a margin of 6, 15-9. That was a quarter-time score in the first game today. So if you're a Cougars fan, don't fret.
Yeah, Cougars must be thinking about using their timeout, although we only get one per half, so they've got to be wise in how they use it.
So Charlie Bell, that is a spot. That'll be a 5th goal from that very same spot. And biggest lead of the game is now 7, owned by the Jets. A very impressive start for the Jets. Holland, she needs this to get the settler. And doesn't.
Yeah, look, not often Riley gets rattled in there, but I think Condren might have her measured just at the moment. Certainly expect her to bounce back, though. She's an experienced player, very strong athlete.
So the goal goes to Stower, and that was a Mizuno momentum shift. And another momentum shift here as the Jets turn it over in this last minute. But Bell gets called for the obstruction. I got very excited there for a minute.
The Cougars will want to be really wary of getting their 2 goals here off this turnover if they can. Although it might have been their centre pass, I'm not sure. Either way, 44 seconds left here. They'll see how they manage the time.
It's Cougars next.
Oh, sorry, Cougars, is it?
Cougars next,
okay,
yep.
good.
And Holland gets it. If they score here and then score the next, that'll be 3 straight. But
look at that. Another
Condren
great tip
says,
from Condren.
no, I'll just get that ball out of here.
She's having a great game so far.
And how is that transition for the Jets? Impressive. Jets are flying.
Yeah, probably would have liked to use a bit more time on that, actually.
So, yeah, refeed probably wouldn't have gone astray. So,
and there she is again.
Condren whacks it into the crowd. They've called time. I don't know why we do that in the last minute.
No, and not the rest of the game.
We don't worry about.
The
other 59 we don't worry about, but just that one. Oh, Hock was going to have a crack. Stower, long-range shot here at the 3.5 metre mark. Misses, and who gets the rebound? But Bridie Condren. Whoa, an impressive first quarter to the Jets. Flying like an F-16. They are 17-10 up. A little bit rusty, the Cougars, until Stower came on. They may settle in the second quarter. Yeah, quick thoughts on the first quarter.
Yeah, look, not often Cougars would be held to 10 goals in a quarter, so it's a great start from Jets. They really needed that. They want to exert their dominance here. It'll just be now interesting to see if they can keep that up and how Cougars bounce back.
Excellent work. So we're going to go to advertisement, and we're going to be back in about 30 seconds' time. Our advertisement from one of the sponsors of the Jets, I believe.
How high can you go? Take command of the skies with an aviation degree from the University of Southern Queensland. Challenge yourself and become everything you ever dreamed with a career that can take you around the world. Australia's only university with both the Boeing 737 and A320 flight simulators, plus the opportunity to train with the Qantas Group Pilot Academy. Your flying start begins now.
Quarter time in the match of the round 5, the Are You OK round for the HART Sapphire series. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by former Australian men's captain Gary Passion. Gary, this was a top-of-the-table clash, and the Jets have exploded out early, leading 17-10. Thoughts on the first quarter, my friend?
Again, 17 goals against the likes of Cougars' defence is very impressive. They'll want to keep building on that. I'm sure Tracy's getting them to settle and start again this quarter. Cougars are going to be looking for some answers themselves out on court, and if any team can do that and bounce back, it'll be them. So we'll see what happens in this quarter. It's
quite a big crowd we got here today. Don't forget, you can come down anytime you like to Nissan Arena. We've got another game at 7 featuring your side, the Sunny Coast Lightning. It's a battle of the coasts. Southern Coast versus the Northern Coast. I'm a North Coast man myself, so that'll make you happy. But I haven't predicted a win yet this year, so that's not a good thing. That's from 7. If you want to come down, we do practice safe COVID practices here, so by all means just sign in and adhere to where we tell you to seat. That would be nice, but there's plenty of space, and you'll see some of Queensland's finest netballers going around. So, no changes, you think? Or do you think they'll make some changes?
No, I'd be surprised if there are any changes. Maybe on the Cougars. We'll see if they shuffle things around. Other than that, they'll probably come out in the same lineups, but we'll certainly have a look in a minute.
So the Jets in green will be going from left to right, and the Cougars in red will be going from right to left. So they're in the team huddle. The Jets very keen to get back out there. They're right there on the 30-second mark. Yeah,
they want to keep their momentum going, so they'll be keen to get out there and keep pushing on as they have been.
So Stower with that left. She is limping when she runs on, isn't she? She's not super comfortable with that left calf, heavily bandaged.
And has had to do the quick trip back from USC Stadium for this game. So it's been a rushed afternoon for her, so it might take her a little bit of time to get into the game.
So a penalty here to the Jets, it appears.
I think that might have been delay after the break.
Did I see the caution sign there as well from the umpire?
Yeah, for delay of game, I think has to be a caution. I could be wrong there. Don't test me on my umpire skills, but
well, Zach would be watching. Zach, let us know. We know you're out there, Zach. So
good loose ball chase there from Dyer.
The first goal goes to the Jets. They now lead by 18 to 10. Jeez, my maths is terrible.
Another rebound, Condren
having
some uncharacteristic misses here from Cougars. They'll really need those guys to settle in.
Bakewell-Doran,
just
that one in beautifully. Yeah, read that one like the proverbial Dr. Seuss book.
Exactly. They'll need their defence end, who are very strong, from Sorby all the way back there with these two, and they'll need them to keep coming up with that so they can claw their way back here, so to speak.
So Cougars hang on. They're just hanging tough at the moment. It's down by 7. It's 1-1 this quarter. And if I've learnt anything from commentating these last few weeks, is that the Jets don't have the best last quarter. They have given up a few goals in the last quarter. So if the Cougars can be thereabouts, they might be having a run at them late.
Oh, and look, we know Cougars maybe this year have been a little inconsistent at times, but they've always bounced back so well. So, I wouldn't rule them out by any means.
So long pass here into the pocket finds Hinchliffe, and who in turn finds Holland right on the baseline, literally right on the baseline.
That's Holland's signature move there, just holding space, the front space so well.
So, didn't start last week. Made a massive difference when she came on. Just starting to find her feet, I feel. Oh, that is a very tentative Stower.
Yeah, very physical in there, so I wonder if they'll be testing her out a little bit.
Walno was riding her like a pony then, and Stower with it. And she gets... No, she doesn't.
That's her range too. She hasn't had them falling so far in this game, but I expect she'll get there soon.
That ball was more in than out, and we go through Cock, who just works and works and works. McKeely Hock is a sort of player you want in your team every time.
Yeah, look, one of those unsung hero type players who just massive work rate, puts a lot of pressure outside, and sometimes can, be the catalyst for the intercepts inside the circle.
So Kamo gets a hand into it, turns it over. Desperate times for the Cougars. They needed that. Stowe with it, finds Holland at the base.
Better holding there from Holland.
And this time, Condren can make no difference. And the margin back to 5. So they've eaten into 2 in the first 3.5 minutes of this quarter. So ball with the Jets. Benjamin fires into Hams, who finds Charlie Bell.
Not afraid to shoot from there, and you can see why.
She is a quality shooter. I'm a big fan. And so are the fans sitting in the grandstand. She's got her own little fan club there about halfway down. Hopefully we'll get a shot of them soon. As the ball falls to Holland, who enjoys Condren's company. And rings out. Condren with the rebound.
Must be leading the rebound stats.
I think she'll be leading the rebound stats in the competition.
Yeah.
So, and it goes out. A loose pass there from Hock.
A bit of miscommunication. Cougars will want to make the most of this.
So, the captain to throw it in.
Yeah, what an amazing player there at wing attack for them. Chanel Dyer, very experienced player, just very smart, solid player. We'll want to see her inject herself into the game here too.
Unfortunately for Holland, that time she was just that little bit too close to the baseline. Went out. Ball falls to O'Brien on transition, who finds
a bit of a heavy
Benjamin.
fall there. She's up though.
Was that Bakewell Doran?
Yeah.
And a missed shot from Charlie Bell, and Kamo gets the rebound.
Great rebound. So, yeah, both keepers here going for the rebound stats.
And I tell you what, Bell was not happy with that miss. So, Cougars get a chance to keep eating into this lead. Oh, loose pass.
Yeah.
Hock will have that all day, and
goes against, I think, Cougars. Is that? Yep.
It's come off Cougars last. So no contact call, just a throw in. And Bridie Condren will get us going. The no look to Hock. O'Brien. There's that fake that Paula Stewart hates, the fake to no one. So, and don't forget tonight, we've got one more game, and hopefully a happy Lucinda Benjamin will be commentating with me. If they have a loss, she might not be so happy.
She's always happy, I think. She'll be right.
Well, she's happy with that shot because that gets the margin to 7. Jets.
Back to 7, that's right.
20-13, back to the halftime margin. This is the biggest lead of the game, and the Jets looking to build on it here with their centre pass. So
start looking for the back line one here.
And falls to Benjamin. Hams. Is it just me, or has a bit of the intensity dropped out in this quarter?
Yeah, again, there's been no real settling in attack yet from either team. Jets certainly are making the most of it, but fairly defensively heavy game at the moment.
So Bell gets the ball near the base, makes no mistake. Margin's 8, biggest lead of the game. Jets own it. And we've got a break there, yeah. Hock was very early on that one.
Okay.
So
very keen to stop Dyer on the line. Got out too early.
Hinchcliffe drops the pocket beautifully. Great drive by Stower.
Nice, great entry from Stower. She's known for that. Entry and sweeping across the circle.
Looks a little more comfortable now.
Yeah, I think she'll build into it. And getting that shot there too, I think, will just let her settle into it and probably expect a few more of those from her. Maybe
she's warmed up the injury. That's a loose pass, but Bakewell Doran can't pull it in. It falls to the Jets just outside the circle. And great feed into
that's a pretty safe bet, that feed often for Bell.
Yeah, it's a safe move.
Yeah.
We call it the Junior Levy move.
That's right, yeah. Blind monkey. That's a bit harsh on O'Brien. It was still has to be put on the spot. Still has to be put on the spot.
So, a loose pass there. Hinchcliffe can't connect with Holland. And this lead of 8 could be extended here. Could be 10 shortly. And as I look across the court,
Cougars have been doing well here, just blocking up the transition.
They've slowed it down, but the Jets showing an incredible amount of patience.
Definitely. And, the ease of that, couldn't make the most of it there, Bell, but they can either pop it high to her or the little short bounce pass like that.
McKeely Hock takes out the wing defence and the ball and forces a throw-in. And Sorby's on at wing defence for McLeod. That'll be trying to slow down the attack of Hams. Steps in and Stower gets another one. So the Jets had a chance to go to 9. It's back to 7. An uncharacteristic miss. She looked unbalanced, Charlie Bell. Feet were in the wrong position. Benjamin throws it to no one. Bell won't run that down. Tries, but we've got to throw in on the baseline.
This is Cougars' opportunity here. Get 2 back. Get themselves back in this quarter.
So if I was the coach, I'd be calling the timeout now for the Jets.
Yeah,
they've just got a little bit loose.
I think there might be time for them to settle. Probably see how they respond to this turnover here.
And they don't, so you can see why they sacked me as coach. Went with Tracy Jones-Fraser. And the ball with Dyer just outside the circle, and it looks like O'Brien is out of play.
Should make the most of this, Cougars.
Oh, that elevation.
Yeah, amazing.
Bridie Condren. I'd like to measure her jump. The margin back to 6. Cougars get a chance to make it 5. They had it 5 early in this quarter. Condren does well to slow it down, but look at that play by Stower.
Yeah,
makes a massive difference, doesn't
great
she?
Smart move from Chanel Dyer too to hold that pass up, not get too eager, just make most of that possession.
So with 6:44 to play, we're back to 5. It's the closest they've been for a while. And a loose pass there.
The Cougars certainly have been putting on the defence, and they're getting quite a few turnovers. Here's another one. So if they make the most of these few, then certainly might be time for Jets to look for that timeout call.
O'Brien there uncharacteristically did a contact, just ran through her opponent.
Yeah, I don't think there was any intent.
No
I
intent
just
whatsoever.
think Steph just didn't quite see the line there.
And Stower is on now. So she was a little bit rusty when she came on, probably because of the calf injury. Now she's firing on all cylinders. And Sorby with it, finds Dyer. Holland out of the circle.
Great lead from Holland. She can do that too. Very dangerous on the move as well.
And we've got another obstruction, this time on Woolno. So Stower's been banging them in from there. And this is no different. Margin back to 3. We've got 5:50 to play. Still no timeout from the Jets. And the Cougars have come roaring back. They've leading this quarter by 4. Don't forget, you get 10 for a win, 5 for a draw, and 2 for every quarter you win.
Yeah, that's right. The bonus points for each quarter are really important. The teams are very aware of it. Can make a difference on the table at the end of the season.
So the Jets now by 3. And Holland can't grab that. She hits the post instead.
Yeah, I think Hinchliffe especially, but they've had a little bit of trouble feeding Holland, and that's probably more the influence of Condren on her. Generally very good at it.
So the ball with the Jets now. They're working it through. Good pressure here shown by the Cougars. And O'Brien clears out to the sideline, finds Hams. 1-2 with O'Brien. Benjamin rolls around, but Kamo, brilliant. Oh, call
just
for
a
the
little short
obstruction
there, but some great defence from the Cougars. And look at that.
And Bakal Doran
chased it down well too.
Finds Zorby.
And there she's again transitioning. Great play there from Bakal Doran.
That's the 3rd time she's touched it on this. Stower finds Holland.
Good little 1-2 in and out there.
It's all the Cougars at the moment. And the margin back to 3, Gary Passion.
Yeah, and here it is, yep. As we expected, I think there'll be a change, probably 2 for the Jets' attacking line. I wouldn't be surprised.
You think Baker will come on?
Yeah, I would say so. They need to get a bit more rhythm, a bit more movement in there, so we'll see what happens with that.
So we're going to listen in if we can. We're not listening in. So, no, we're just going to watch from afar. And Tracy Jeans-Fraser seems to be talking to the offensive end. And let's see if we can catch some words from Tracy now.
The biggest thing is that jam-up's working beautifully down there. I feel she's bagging a little bit too much, so I need you up on that first raise, all right? I want my big attack contact really coming out of this and passes on the head up. All right, short and sharp. They are intentionally hanging around this position. Charles, all right. All right, so they're purposely sitting here, and what's happening is we would have played a big attack on here. That's the one they want. That's the one you want to fake, and you have to have someone in here and just shuffle in. All right, nothing high. When we played high, that's when they hardest. All right? Okay, we've got 3 up. We're in front, we're in charge. All right, let's discipline ourselves and really work hard.
So wise words there from Tracy Jeans-Fraser. Thoughts on all that, Gary Passion?
Yeah, look, interesting there. Tracy said they're jamming it up. I know they've been working on specific plays there to try to congest the space against the Cougars, and she's actually happy with that. But she's telling them, in the attack end, nothing high, and to really be careful of that with those 2 Cougars defenders. So see how they bounce back here, and she wants some fresh legs and a bit more movement there in the attack end, which is why Baker's on at GA.
So Baker on for Benjamin, Sherlaw on for, is it Leah Woolno? Yes, it is.
That's right.
And Cougars, no changes at the timeout?
It doesn't appear so, no.
Can I just tell you, and I tell this every game, I hate the rolling substitution. It's a commentator's nightmare.
It is, yeah, but I tell you, from a team point of view and a coach point of view and the players, I think it's a great thing. I hope it sticks around for a long time in a lot of levels. that combined with the tactical timeouts, I think it's a really strong move from netball, and no longer do we have those pretend injuries when teams want a momentum break. And I'm not saying that I would have ever done it, but there's no need for them here in this comp, and teams make the most of it too, and learning to do them. So you mightn't like it, but I tell you, I'm a fan.
Well, I haven't coached under those conditions, so I can't really comment, but I miss the old tactical timeout with the fake injury. We used to pull some amazing injuries.
Oh, I know.
Like you do hamstrings, and 30 seconds later,
they're
they're okay.
Going again, yeah. I know.
High praise to our physios back in the men's game.
Oh, they're amazing.
And the ball falls with the Cougars. Holland has it. She kicks it back out to Hinchliffe. Stower gets cleaned up by Sherlaw, and I mean cleaned up accidentally.
Yeah, probably lucky there. Not the best feed from Hinchliffe, so I think she's got to tidy her feeds up a little bit. Oh. She's getting herself in great positions, but she's got to tidy that up, and another missed opportunity there from Cougars. Stower
second-guessed herself. She's been banging them away from there, no problems at all. Decided to pass off, and a little hand in there from the Jets caused the throw-in. And Sherlaw with it now finds O'Brien. Ham's working hard. Wants it, gets it, cops one for a troubles from Sorby.
Yeah, that tactical timeout has worked well so far for the Jets. They've come out of it really well. It's that's another metric, a measure that the teams are looking at on how they respond after timeouts to both your own timeout and the other team. So certainly Jets have made the most of it in this one.
Gary Passion with the vernacular. Looking at, what was that, did you say? The dynamics?
The metrics.
The metrics. Stop it. Next he'll be saying second phase play and stick to the processes.
Yeah.
All the catchphrases we like to say as coaches. Right. And a missed shot by Bell gets the obstruction. 3 straight to the Jets since they come out from the timeout. That metric is looking good.
Yeah, it is.
It's now 27-21. And just when the Cougars were getting it back to 3, the Jets answer. Brilliant. Obviously, a great timeout by Tracy Jeans-Fraser.
Yeah, we thought it maybe come a little bit late, but it's obviously worked for them.
I called it at 7.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
Those that can coach, those that can't commentate. As Stower gets another, that's Holland gets another one. Appears that those that commentate can't do it very well. So the ball falls back to the Jets. Great take there by Sherlaw. Doesn't go offside. Baker, one of the triple Bs, throws a loose pass, but fortunately...
Yeah, unlucky there from Sorby. Great defence from her.
Well, I would have thought she had front position and would have been okay with that. I see your team sort of gathering around here, Gary, all coming to listen to the Supercoach commentate.
They're going through their processes pre-game, and they'll be ready to go.
There it is. Reading last week's metrics. And the ball's with the Cougars. They need this one. We're inside the last minute. Margin 6. The margin was 7 at quarter time. They are winning the quarter by 1.
Yeah, so they want to keep hold of this to try to get the points.
So Stower will get it. This is her range, as you can tell.
Lovely shot.
So they lead the quarter by 2. We've got 37 seconds to play. Probably a bridge too far for the Jets to win it. The quarter, at least tie the quarter. Slight possibility. They'll have to go quickly and get a quick turnover. I think they're more interested in taking care of the game situation.
They'll probably want to make sure that they have the last score
here. This could be the last shot of the quarter, or just maybe give the Cougars just enough time to get a centre pass away. Bell did well, kept it in. Unfortunately, Baker can't keep the next pass in. We've got 9 seconds to go.
A little win there for Cougars. Bonus if they can get it down in a hurry. Probably not at this stage.
Got to go long now, and they didn't. And that is all she wrote for this quarter. A quarter won by the Cougars by 2. They won that quarter 13-11. And we are now sitting in a game situation of 28 to the Jets. They led by as much as 7. And the Cougars 23. Cougars got it to 3. Timeout called by Tracy Jeans-Fraser. And then the Jets pulled away again. Margin of 5. Very quickly, before we go to commercials, your thoughts on the first half? Gary Passion.
Yeah, look, reasonably balanced, actually, considering the 5 goals there. I think Cougars did well to settle themselves in that quarter. Bounce back a little bit. As I said, it'll be a new half out here now, and be interesting to see how both teams respond.
Excellent. Well, it's been billed as a top-of-the-table clash, and it's living up to its performance. What will happen in the second half? We will find out that and so many other questions when we return in about 35 seconds.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
What do you do if you ask someone, "Are you okay?" and they say no? Any ideas? Anything? There's more to say after Are You OK? Learn how to keep the conversation going at areyook.org.au.
So welcome back. Second half match of the season thus far, Jets versus Cougars. We're here at the HART Sapphire Series for 2020. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Australian men's team captain, former that is, Gary Passion. Gary, did you know that this is the Are You OK round? It's the round where we encourage you to start a conversation with people that may change your life. We can all make a difference to people who are struggling by having regular, meaningful conversations about life's ups and downs. You might have noticed, you're wearing yellow anyway, but we're encouraging people, players, coaches, umpires and officials, to wear yellow today in support of this. And just be mindful that there's 4 points to the Are You OK? The first one is you ask, are you OK? You listen, you encourage action, and you check in. If you want to find out more about these steps, by all means go to www.ruok, spelt as you would say it, R as in the letter, U as in the letter, OK.org.au, and / how to ask. We in the men's game, we're both from the men's game, we take on Beyond Blue. Depression's a really serious issue.
Yeah, look, definitely, and certainly, unfortunately, fairly prevalent in males, of age group, too young basically, and so it's something that, things like Are You OK Day and those causes are amazing, because it's actually given us an excuse really to start talking about it, whereas probably, it hasn't been talked about enough, in the past. So I think it's a great reminder, even if you've got a good support network, or you think your friends or people around you, they seem to have a good support network. I think is certainly still a great opportunity to literally ask them, are they okay, and start getting those conversations going.
We talk about the netball family, and we are one big family here, not just players. It's players, coaches, umpires, commentators, and of course anyone in the crowd supporting us. We're all one big family. So by all means reach out, and we'll reach out to you. Well, what a game, hey? We had 1v2 and 28-23. Jets with their noses in front at the moment, Gary Passion.
Yeah, look, they'll want to keep going that way too. I'm sure they don't want to lose this opportunity to have a great game against the Cougars. But as I've said before earlier in this match, Cougars are known for their comeback. They are such a confident group. They've had such a great record, both these players and all the players before them for the Cougars. So they just have this confidence generally that, no matter what the situation is, they can take a game. Certainly they'll be looking to bounce back and try to win another quarter here.
So the live ladder, as we call it, it's 2 points each. So the Cougars have gone to 71, and Jets have gone to 70. So no different there. There's Charlie Bell on screen now. To me, the most relaxed shooter I think I've ever seen. Yeah,
look, she's very unassuming. She's a tough competitor out there, but she just goes, about her business so well. And as I said earlier, she is getting stronger and stronger. Quite a character too, she is. But certainly when she's out on court, it's all business, and it could be a big future for her, I think. Well, speaking of big future, she's just been selected in the 2020 Netball Centre of Excellence squads. Of course, there was no national titles this year because of that filthy COVID. And in the 19s, Charlie Bell from the Jets has made it, as has one of your players, Annabelle Laurie. Riley Burns has made it. Abigail Houston's made it. They're both from the Bull Sharks. And Lily Gribble, Paula Stewart's favourite player in the world, she makes the 19 squad as well. The 17s, we've got Hayley McGruther. Yep. Is that how you say it? That's right.
Yeah, from the Cougars Rubies. Martina Rinkus, who we've been seeing.
Game, that's right.
She's out there, and she made the 17s Australian squad, as did Sarah Harris from the Thunder Ruby. Alusa Numata, I think that's pronounced. She's from the Cougars. Isabel Shearer and Ashley Irvin. They've all made the squad as well. Now, the 21s, I wasn't given this until Paula pointed it out to me. Coached by Kylie Burns from the Sunny Coast Lightning, and you were working under her, I'd imagine, up there with Sunny Coast. Yeah. We've known her as Kylie Sampson for
That's
years.
Right, for a long time. Yeah.
And in that squad, Mia Stower's made it. Riley Bachelador, who's currently injured, but from the Tigers, she has made that squad as well, as has Macy Gardner, Lisa Maimai from the Wildcats, and Serafina Wolf from the Thunder. Thunder, they're a pretty good side, aren't they?
They are, mate. We're pretty happy and proud that we've got those few girls there, as I'm sure all the other clubs are, and it's exciting to see Queensland get such a good representation at that national level, and all those girls and those athletes are very well deserved of that, and I'm sure they'll do really well.
Speaking of the Thunder, they play tonight at 7. Of course, 4th versus 6th, taking on the Battle of the Coasts. North Coast versus South Coast Thunder versus Bond Bull Sharks. So the Cougars get us underway. They fought back well. They were down by 7. It's now 5. This is a chance to go to 4.
No changes from the Cougars, I don't think, but it looks like Jets may have made a change here. They've got their mid-court. They've got O'Brien out wing attack.
Hams has gone to centre.
Hams has gone to centre. And already now Cougars with the early goal and an early turnover. So they've come out strong here and are going to want to try to make the most of this opportunity.
So a Mizuno, a momentum shift to the Cougars. If they can score here, score next. A good shove there by Stower onto Sherlaw.
Yeah, she's come out really strong physical though. It's, again, her shot's been a little bit off today, but certainly she's experienced enough. She'll settle herself.
So Condren couldn't get the rebound. 2 straight to the Cougars starting the championship quarter. It's tightening up, 28-25.
And with the centre pass for Cougars. So. Well read there from
Brodie Condren. Said it once, I'll say it again. Read it like the proverbial Dr. Seuss book.
She saw that early, but it needed that closing speed. Not a lot of keepers would have been able to get there.
Bell very short on that shot. Great rebounds by Kamo. Has been a little quieter than she has been in previous games, but she is playing on an absolute quality player in Bell. So pretty understandable. I think Bakel Doran's had a massive impact since he's come on. No
doubt. Look, as said, those 2 back there for Cougars are a young combination, but already work so well together. And they're going to need them here to keep clawing back Cougars.
So Stower, this is her range.
Long time there, but got the shot away. Great hold again from Condren.
9 seconds. Margin back to 3. They're 3 straight, the Cougars, since we've come out of the halftime break. So the wise words of Liz White have got the team firing. Bell very high. Can't find Baker at the back. With all due respect to Baker, will it be long before Benjamin comes back on?
Oh, look,
doesn't seem to have been as
no, it hasn't been probably what they wanted, but she's a strong player, and again, against that defensive combination, it's hard for any shooter out there at the moment.
So Kamo forces a turnover. Falls to Stower now, and O'Brien gets a hand in. Hams can't pick it up. Brilliant work by O'Brien. Nearly pulled out something incredible.
Yeah, look, she's a great defensive player herself. So they'll want a few turnovers from her too.
Top of the table clash. 1 point separates them on the ladder, and 1 point separates them in this game. It's 28-27. It's been a great first 3 minutes to the Cougars, and they have got a spring in their step now. Dyer just running the offense. Stower's legs warmed up, as has her shot. We're tied at 28. 5 straight to the Cougars. Gary Passion, what are you seeing is going wrong for the Jets?
Look, I don't think a lot's going wrong yet. At this stage, it's just the Cougars have come out with that fire, haven't they? And probably, if anything, Jets just haven't responded well, and they'll need to now do that and just get some settling goals.
So Baker needs this shot and gets it. It rolls in. So that's a Mizuno momentum shift, and that stops the run of 5 to the Cougars. Actually, it was a run of 6 because they scored the last one in the first. The first half. The last goal in the first half went to the Cougars as well. So they were 6 straight, and patience being shown here. Hinchcliffe running the offense beautifully. When Holland comes out, it's always effective. And Stower, there's that elevation from Condren. Just put her off enough, and Condren then gets a hand in the rebound. Impressive play by her.
Yeah, and look, they've done really well at making Stower take those longer shots. She's comfortable there, but certainly they haven't. They've worked well of not letting her get any closer to the circle. To the post.
A loose pass by gets picked up by Kamo, and I'm telling you, there's just a bit of hesitation coming into the Jets. They had 3 or 4 opportunities there to let the ball go and didn't take it, and eventually they turned it over. So the Cougars get a chance to tie it up again. Don't forget, you can join us on all the socials. And another goal there makes it 29 apiece. HART Sapphire Series is our Facebook page. Sapphire Series Netball is the Instagram page. Looking for more members. We want more. Do you call them members? I don't know what you call likers.
Followers.
Followers, that's the word I'm
Perhaps.
looking for. And of course, Gary's more technical savvy than I am. Runs a great clothing company, Game Clothing. So he's all over the technical side of life.
Let's pretend that's true, eh?
I'm just a simple man who still reads books. The Jets get another one. They lead 30-29. And, of course, sapphireseries.com.au for all the news, views, and the tables. Cougars doing well.
That was actually not a bad option, a lovely ball, but that's a dangerous option, though, still when Condren's around.
Bridie Condren making life look easy. Teddy Butler, one of the best indoor umpires you'll ever see, is watching us now. Come to outdoor, Teddy.
Yeah.
Test your abilities at the outdoor umpiring game. The ball falls to the Jets through Hams. Back to O'Brien. They're a bit crowded on that right-hand side of the court. Still on that side.
Just showing that patience again, but look at that. The Cougars that were building on that, and anything loose in there at the moment, those defenders are all over it.
That was a nice drive by Baker, and unfortunately for her, though, Kamo read it beautifully and took the intercept.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another change in that Jets shooting lineup.
Benjamin was on the bike. She's now off it, but goes to sit down. She's talking to the coach now. I think it's imminent, that change. And the long shot from Stowe goes out, and who gets the hand in? Bridie Condren.
Exactly.
Playing incredibly well today. Been my best for the Jets thus far. And the ball, Hinchcliffe does well. Oh, brilliantly. Took a contact as well. Didn't fall out of play.
Nice play there.
Stowe.
Yeah, she just doesn't look comfortable with that hold and jump from Condren. So she'll have to work some strategies on how she can settle herself there.
So the jump from Condren was a deemed obstruction, and Stowe ties it up at 30s. This game
There we go. We see Benjamin on now, and unfortunately for her, ball slips out of her hands, and another turnover to Cougars.
So first touch, Benjamin is loose. Lucy Benjamin. Stop it.
Stop it.
And we go to the...
Well, that's interesting you said about rolling subs before, because that is a concern that all teams have to work with making that change, and a fresh player coming on, even someone as good as and as experienced as Benjamin, it is a risk sometimes if it goes in your favour or not.
So Holland for the lead. Cougars have not led the entire match. They get it now with 7:41 to play in the third. They take the lead 31-30, and they have the centre pass. Could boost this out to 2. Yeah, that's why I'm a bit curious. Oh,
lovely
Condren
work again.
Didn't quite pull it in. Thought she got contacted.
Yeah, probably unlucky there. She read it well again and again. That closing spin.
Off the hand. Oh, the umpire takes it off her.
Deemed it was still in Stower's hand when it tipped there. We won't watch the slow-mo on that.
And the goal is counted to Cougars through Stower. They lead by 2. Their biggest lead of the match. Can the Jets fight back? Danger times, I reckon.
Yeah, here we go. Another one.
Heads just seem to have dropped a little bit. O'Brien not happy with the pass she received there. Bit of control being shown here. Dyer starting to take over the offensive end.
This is what we said about the Cougars. They're just known for being able to bounce back and regain control of the game.
So Stower finds Holland. She'll shoot and score. Margin 3. Cougars now 33-30. Jets, do you use your one timeout now, or do you wait till the last quarter?
Yeah, look, it is a big call because you only have 1.5, and you don't know obviously what's coming ahead in the game. But I tell you what, Jets would be very much thinking about it, I think.
This for 5 straight to the Cougars. They get it. They've had a couple of runs. They had a 6-0 run early in the third quarter, and now they've had a 5-0 run at the 7-minute mark. And it's proving a little bit difficult for the Jets at the moment. Yeah. Benjamin back on. Jets
can't get a settler here. They're going to have to really think about just reassessing things, but there is that settler now.
Smart play. A Mizuno momentum shift as the Jets break the run of 5 to the Cougars. And working extremely hard now in D. As I say that, they just dropped off a little bit. And that gave plenty of space to Dyer to find Holland. The intensity just dropped off in that play. That was there, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, look, they had that settling goal then too. They really need to step things up and make the most of opportunities like that and getting back into it.
So 35-31. It's currently 7-2. They're leading the quarter by 3, the Cougars. The timeout was 24-21 in the first quarter. Sorry, the second quarter, but when the Jets took it, and that worked for them then. They went on a bit of a run. And now the Cougars respond, lead by 4.
Yeah, nice patient feed there from Hinchliffe. She probably held on to it just to the right amount of time and just waited for Holland's baseline move and got it to her nicely. Yeah, the last 3 balls in there to Bell from Jets have been that, that strength. They've got that high one. They've gone back to what works well.
So the ball with the Cougars after the Bell goal, the margin 3, 4:37 to play.
Nice shot there from Stower. Again, that's her range, and she's certainly been a little bit off there, but lovely one, that one.
So don't forget, the Jets were 28-23 at half-time. They've only scored 5.
See a change to Jets' defensive lineup.
Walno back on.
Goal defence, that's right.
Replaces Sherlaw. So they've gone back to their starting line, the only difference being Hams is at centre and O'Brien at WA. They started the other way around. So Cougars just doing what Cougars do.
Lovely reach again from Condren.
Condren is incredible with her reach and elevation and hang time. She just seems to hang there.
That's right.
So
there's some feeds they've sent in there that would have been safer in any other game, but not tonight.
So the ball with the Cougars, they're just showing an incredible amount of patience, not forcing in at all. Stower loves this range. There's that hang time again. Forces a missed shot, but Holland round the post grabs it and scores.
Great poise, great balance there on the rebound from Holland.
So it's a 15-5 quarter so far to the Cougars. You'd have to say they're going to win this one.
Well, yeah, so far, and
they're going a long way to win the match.
Well, that's right. That third quarter. What they say about that, exactly, and Cougars are known for that as well. As I said, it's a bit surprising maybe that Jets didn't use their timeout. However, there's still a long way to go in this game, and now with only 3 minutes left in this quarter, they'll probably just try to battle this one out.
So frustration starting to show for the Jets. Condren not happy with that call. Was contact, and the goal to Holland, 39-33, margin of 6. It's an 11-goal swing this quarter. And Bell's gone quiet. The attack's gone quiet. And Bakewell-Doran gets another one. Her and Kamo are just shutting down the offensive end brilliantly.
Yeah, they're just missing a little bit of movement and drive, probably in that goal attack position at the moment, Jets. Really need some more options there, I think, more movement outside.
So Holland not troubled by Condren on this occasion. Margin 7, 40-33. We've got 2:11 to play. This is danger time for the Jets. Thankfully, the Cougars throw one away for them.
And Jets have made a change down in the shooting end. They've actually brought Bell off for a little bit. I suspect that probably Tracy just wants to have a quick word to her before they go into the break, get things settled.
Charlie Bell, their target, currently on the bench. Benjamin at GA, the smaller Baker at shooter.
This is going to give them a little bit more movement, though. It's probably what they're after.
Yeah, Benjamin hits the deck and has a shot here. Needs this, gets it. There's another Mizuno momentum shift. They break the run of 3 to the Cougars. O'Brien caught behind 2. Has to go back to Hock. Hock finds Benjamin. It's just low percentage netball by the Jets at the moment.
Yeah,
their passing is at the
uncharacteristic,
extremities.
actually. They're being forced to be fairly unbalanced and not seeing all the right options.
So Baker at the front gets it back. Needs a settler. Obstruction there, surely. Yes, it's called. I would have had both players out. And she does now. So just all unravelling. We've got a change here for the Cougars. They've changed their centre. Can you pick up the name for me, Gary?
Is that McLeod on?
McLeod at centre. The ball falls to Stower. And as you like, she gets another one. We've got 41-35, a 12-goal swing this quarter. This is definitely being owned by the Cougars. Putting on a bit of a clinic as the aforementioned Bakewell-Doran gets another one. Bit of an underrated performer as Bakewell-Doran. You tend to think defence, you think Kamo.
Yeah, well, actually,
well.
Bakewell-Doran, like she has that, some really you've come on the rise really in the last couple of years, and last year especially. So it doesn't surprise me. Those two together, they're proving very dangerous.
So with 12 seconds to play, there's a contact call here on Condren, and she is out of play. This will be the last play of the game. It's Stower steps in, takes the shot, and it rings out. Condren gets the rebound, but wow, oh wow, oh wow, a 13-goal differential quarter. The halftime score was 28-23 to the Jets. The Jets come out and score 7, and the Cougars score 19 to give a margin of 42-35. And Gary Passion, it all got away from the Jets there.
Oh, look, yeah, too early for them there, and they probably reluctant to call their timeout, and, you know, that might be something they look at later. But, look, this game has swung a couple of ways during the course of it. So, this last quarter, I still wouldn't rule out Jets, but they will need to do something special here.
So the margin is only 7. That's just basically 3 turnovers, so not a big deal. But it's just the way they're playing at the moment. Like they only scored 7 in the quarter. That's probably not good enough at this level.
No, exactly. They're going to have to come up with answers for that. They certainly have the ability to bounce back, but they really were looking. They were struggling there towards the end or through a lot of that quarter. So they'll be searching for some answers down there now in their huddle, and see how they respond.
Charlie Bell, would you be getting her straight back on?
I think she'll probably come back on. I'd say that Tracy, the coach, was probably wanting to have a bit of a word to her, work things out a little bit. But we'll certainly see what their plan is.
What about the switch? Would you Hams and O'Brien switch them back? Or would you go with Monique French? We haven't seen a lot of her.
No, we haven't either. Look, I would say that they'll probably put Steph back in the middle, if that's where. I think so. So we'll see. We'll see if they use that.
Yes. So we got shots there. Tracy being very animated, and see if we can catch some of the words. Unless I'm going deaf, I can't hear a thing.
No, it's a bit hard. I think they're just now. It's important for the players to go through. Their own processes as well and chat within their groups. Trace will get around to those key ones, but really the players are now the ones who are responsible for what happens out on court, and they're going to have to step up here and search for some answers themselves.
So Tracy Dennis-Fraser is spending a lot of time talking to the defensive end. That, to me, isn't the problem. It's more offense in this game. I think Wolno and Condren have done incredibly well against the highest scoring team in the league. Don't forget the Cougars have scored 68 last match. Then they scored 61 the match before that, and the 2 before that was 60 and 60. So they're averaging 60, whatever my maths is, maybe 63 for per game. So they're a little bit off that here. So I'd have to say you'd think the defence has done a reasonably good job keeping them to 14 a quarter.
I think so.
When they're averaging like 16, 17 a quarter.
That's right. I think Jets will just need to settle all the way through the court. They're keeping with the same lineup here in attack, so they're obviously looking for a bit more speed and mobility in their circle.
So the ball is with the Jets. They get the first centre pass. It's 42-35, three-quarter time score. And don't forget, that now means the Cougars have got 4 competition points already. They're on 73 now. Jets are on 70. So it comes down to what happens in this last quarter. There's 12 points up for grabs in the match, plus another additional 2. So, great take there by Zorby. And the ball with the Cougars. Again, they can't convert on their own centre pass here, the Jets.
Cougars have kept with the same lineup they finished that last quarter, I believe. So they just want to keep their run going, keep steady.
You're doing well when you can take Hinchcliffe off and replace it with McLeod.
Exactly.
Hinchcliffe, a quality player. The ball falls to Condren. Benjamin's one of those straight drives across the court. O'Brien not happy with the attention she's receiving from McLeod. Benjamin needs this and gets it. So margin back to 6. That was their centre pass. That was an important goal, that one. Cougars with it now. Do the Cougars just coaching mentalities? Are you a coach that just says make sure you score for your own centre pass, or do you try and turn 6 into 12? What's your thinking, Gaz?
Oh, look, definitely you wouldn't argue against doing that, but certainly your first thing is to get a good high percentage on your centre pass, your CPA as we call it, centre pass attack.
Oh, stop it.
Make sure that you're you're converting of a high percentage of those. And really, if you've got the lead and you're doing that, your defenders could go and sit on the sideline and you'd still win the game. So, I wouldn't recommend that, of course, but certainly that will be their thing, just being steady on their centre pass, get a good conversion rate, and they're pretty confident their defenders will get turnovers anyway.
So Benjamin playing a bit of catch-up netball, looks long to Baker. She misses a shot. Benjamin the rebound and gets the margin back to 6. Time not the friend of the Jets at the moment. So, and the dynamics not working well for the Jets today. What's that word you used before? Metrics?
That'll be the metric.
The metrics.
I'm sure they'll be looking at all their numbers after the game, but there's still, still over 12 minutes left here, and Jets won't be giving up by any means.
So another goal to Holland. Gets her, don't know how many, we don't have shooting stats unfortunately, but 44-37. They're just maintaining the margin of 7. If the Jets don't win, you don't want the margin to blow out, correct?
No, they'll want to keep control of things, and so there's still another half of the season to go, and these guys will match up again. So they'll want to keep going strong and make sure they're learning from every experience out there.
So don't forget, next week we are not here. It's the State Age Championships, and we resume on Sunday the 27th. That will be round 6, Sunday the 27th. So next week you can go and do whatever it is you do, and tune in again on the 27th. We have games at 3, 5 and 7 from the 27th. Bull Sharks Tigers at 3, Jets Thunder at 6, and at 7 it's Cougars Wildcats. Of course, that is subject to change of court availability, because we are a slave to the Suncorp Super Netball at the moment. They get priority on this venue, so things can change any stage. Keep up to date with sapphireseries.com.au, and that will have the latest draws as they happen. So the Cougars get another one, again back to 7, so it's just goal for goal at the moment. No team really pulling away or eating into this lead, and Jets not flying so high at the moment.
No, look, Jets are actually trying some different structures out there. Just saw them set up an overload on the centre pass, but actually they've done it a few times, and Cougars are reading it fairly well at the moment. So they'll need just to keep trying, and unfortunately for them, there's another turnover.
Another turnover caused by Kamo. Haven't called her a lot this game, but she's been very solid. McLeod with it now. Benjamin comes across, but Dyer too good, too big, too strong. That was actually Sherlaw, I think.
That's
my
right,
apologies.
yeah.
I thought it was Benjamin. Don't forget, this is the Are You OK round. A lot of the girls wearing yellow ribbons in their hair as to promote the cause.
Where Thunder will be going the extra step and wearing yellow all over.
We appreciate the Thunder. So the Cougars here turn it over.
Yeah, look, you said before quite rightly that maybe the Jets shouldn't be focusing on talking to their defenders, because that hasn't been the problem. But honestly, the defenders are going to be what gets them out of this if they can. So here's a turnover, and see if they can get 2 goals off this, Jets, and make a bit of a dent in their recovery here.
So swings across to O'Brien, finds Baker.
Lovely quick pass in there from O'Brien. She's been feeding very well.
Baker gets another one. Margin to 6. It's the Jets. No, it's not the Jets. I thought it was the Jets centre pass.
Yeah,
no,
I thought it was too. Yeah.
You got us there.
Yep.
Those pesky umpires, tricky little buggers. And a turnover here. Stower can't control it. So this is a chance. So Jets score here, and their centre pass
then
next.
They'll have
that'll be 3 straight.
That's what they'll want.
This is an important goal.
Important series of goals here. Just as important as their next centre pass, but we'll see if they can get this one in first.
Oh, umpire calls a contact. Falls to Baker under the ring.
Baker was smart. Oh, we've got
Baker Doran down. Yeah. She's injured by the looks of it. She's punching the floor, struggling to stand.
Be wondering if Cougars will call a timeout here, or if they're going to do an injury. They're doing a rolling sub, I think, while they can.
I think Sorby's going to go to GD.
I think it has been an injury time.
Baker Doran's out. Looks like Sorby will go to GD. She is.
Yep, and Hinchcliffe.
And Hinchcliffe to the wing. Yeah. It seemed fairly innocuous, but obviously she's rolled her ankle or something. She's grasping.
She's in a lot of discomfort there by the looks of it. That's not good signs for her or for Cougars.
Straight to the physio's bench. They've had a bit of a tough time with injury. And
you certainly don't like to see that happen to any player, but Jets will be looking at this as their opportunity now.
Indeed, and Baker eventually gets the goal. So the margin back to 5. This is the closest the Jets have been since the third quarter.
So nice quick play in there from the Jets too. So they are going to be looking at turning it up here and making the most of it.
So the Baker
gets another shot though.
Kamo couldn't get the rebound. Gets that one.
Very flat shot she's got. So often on that range, it'll hit the front a bit. So she's got to be aware of the rebounds as well, which she was. 45-41. Bit of energy coming back into the Jets. They're starting to fly a little higher. And loose pass. Holland picks it up. And Condren hits the deck. It's getting very willing out there, Gary Passion. Yeah, and I would expect nothing less, especially when it comes down to this last 8 minutes.
So the Cougars took the lead with 7:41 to play in the third, and they haven't given it up yet. A settling goal there. That would be a momentum shift to the Cougars.
Yeah, look, only 5 goals here, and 5 goals in 8 minutes. I would say very doable, but you certainly don't want to give up your centre pass. So Jets, their own enemies. They'll want to get this back in a hurry.
That was a bad pass, and if the Cougars settle here, it might be all she wrote. And no, Benjamin comes in, gets the intercept, finds Hams. Sherlock back out there. She's gone to the wing defence spot. Oh, Benjamin,
unfortunate.
Just can't get it in. When they've needed the shot, they haven't got it, the Jets, tonight.
That's right, yeah, and that's something I'm sure they'll talk about, but that is just the nature of the game too, and it's how you bounce back from it.
Okay, not wanting to play mind games, but are the Jets playing mind games? Look at us, we're only losing by 5, and we've got Charlie Bell sitting on the bench.
Look, I think they could say that, but I don't think that's a mind game for them. I think...
You didn't have to laugh so hard then.
No, I think they're just showing the range they've got out there, and
the pass to no one.
I think Benjamin there was claiming she was held off the line there, but look, Bellasorbi's known for very tight defence and does it in a clean way too, so good defence from her there.
Benjamin would probably do better just trying to defend her there on that transition. I've never seen an umpire change their call when you complain.
No, that's right. And not that I've ever complained. So.
Oh, you're an angel.
Now the comments will start coming in.
Anyone in netball watching will be commenting on that one. So the ball falls to the Jets. Condren gets it, fires it out to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to stimulate her side with a bit of energy.
Great work up through the middle there from Jets. They'll need another 6 minutes of that. And
so Kamo gets her hand into that one. Baker steps in, gets it. Margin back to 4, 46-42. Timeout called by Liz White and the Cougars. And hopefully we'll get to hear some words of wisdom from the Cougars coach as we get our cameras in nice and close. If you're the Jets coach, what are you saying, Gary Passion?
Oh, look, they've just got to now, this last 6 minutes, got to be everything they can to throw at it and just keep with those things that were working early in the game for them.
Okay, we're listening in. Let's see what we can hear from the super coaches.
They're extremely tough, You've got to really work hard and beginning to strike when we stop the drives coming. And at night and day, the first one, that was the first bad crash we had all game. It was just a stupid one. It was like there was no one, you didn't see it, so you must maintain composure. Maddie, you need to drive, all the way down, back into defense. Now listen, this is your game to win or your game to lose, and we do it by playing out.
Your game to win, your game to lose. That's what the super coach said, Liz White. She thought that the team needs to work hard in this last 6.5 minutes. Pretty wise words there, Gary Passion.
Yeah, look, she's essentially said what you've done here to get in this point has worked, and don't stop now. She doesn't want them to seize up. She wants them to keep moving, keep on the drive.
She's a bit of a Wayne Bennett of netball. You wouldn't know if they're winning or losing by the expressions on Liz's face.
No, she's very experienced. She's seen a lot of minutes out there, so not a lot phases her now.
So they answer the call. The Cougars get another one. They now lead by 5, 47-42. Jets need to answer quickly. Hams looks in, finds Baker. Back to O'Brien. There's no one in the circle. A bit of confusion there between Benjamin and Baker, who sets a good screen in the end. She needs this, Benjamin. Gets it.
Yeah, great ball in from Hams there.
Still no Charlie Bell on the court. That surprises me. 47-43. They need a turnover, the Jets. Sorby brings it out, finds Stower. Had a bit of a quiet last quarter. Nearly a hell ball.
Nearly.
2.9 seconds.
Good pressure. They're desperate for this turnover here, Jets.
Forced them back. The experience of Dyer. Captain leading by example. There it is.
No, there's a call on that, unfortunately.
The Academy Award, I feel there, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, I think umpire had seen that. She was looking for the advantage, I believe.
Excellent call. That's our top umpire, Cara Winterbaum. And the ball with the Cougars still. More importantly, they've taken 35 seconds off this play. That hurts the Jets. The clock is not the Jets' friend. And still, they haven't even had to have the shot. And nearly a minute's gone. Short shot there, picked up by Condren. Condren is away, and she finds O'Brien into Hams. Hams looking for Benjamin. Benjamin can't get it.
Yeah, that transition's been good for them, but they've just got to make the most of it now. Possession's so important for them.
So,
great little ball in there.
Benjamin, pressure on her to take this shot, and she misses. Can't get the rebound, but draws the contract. Brilliant work there by Baker. They'll get a second chance. No urgency to get the ball.
No.
The clock is not their friend. We're inside 5 minutes, 4:11 to play.
Have the centre pass there, so another goal they can catch back up.
You called the draw early on. You said you wouldn't be surprised. The way the centres are going, it could very well be. So Baker comes out.
I'm sure it's not the result that either team would want, but it would be a fitting probably finish to the game.
So hand in there from Sorby. Will Baker take this or pass off for Benjamin?
She's looking for the pass for sure. There it is.
And there it is. Yeah. Benjamin, a loose shot, but goes in. Margin is 2, 47-45. Top of the table clash. Gary Passion, what do you think in the last few minutes?
Yeah, look, it's all going to come down to possession now. Who can hold their nerve? Ball through the hoop is very important now.
Walno nearly got that. Falls to Hinchliffe back on in centre. Holland, the ever reliable, gets another one. Margin 3, 3:21 to play. Jets with the ball. There's just no urgency with the Jets at the moment.
No, they're...
Even O'Brien, they're just walking very casually back to the circle.
Probably just want to keep in a good mind space as well. However, yeah, the seconds are going to tick down in a hurry.
Yeah, and Benjamin, nice shove into Stower. Sorry, into Kamo. Oh, the fake to no one. And ultimately, McLeod picks it up. I think O'Brien confused herself a little bit on that pass there. Too many options.
A little reluctant to send it into Benjamin early, but probably with the defence that's been on them.
To me, if they want to win this game, they've got to stop this one. The Jets need this ball. And we've got Holland on the ground. She bounces up. Stower, who's come on at
they're going to look for Condren here on the rebound if Stower can't put this away.
Stower for the almost for the win, I'd say, and she does.
With the centre pass too, that's going to be very tough now for Jets.
Jets need 4 to tie in 2:22. The ball is with the Cougars. And an impressive performance from them. It was 42-35, so it's a 7-10 quarter to the Jets at the moment. And Storer, as cool as you like, gets another one.
Yeah, we knew that if she got into a rhythm, it was going to be hard for the Jets to stop her down there, and she certainly proved that last part of the game.
Hams a long ball to O'Brien, finds Benjamin into Charlie Bell, who's now on.
Yeah, look, I'm a bit surprised they didn't do that early, especially when Battle Doran went off.
And the Charlie Bell fans in the crowd go nuts. She's got her own little fan group here. They've got their little signs made up. Hopefully we'll get a shot of them at some stage. So, and the Cougars just using the clock beautifully. We're inside a minute and a half. O'Brien not happy with that.
Look, she's going, as you'd expect from her, going hard all the way to the last second, looking for that turnover.
So, it appears the Cougars might hang on. If there was any chance, this has to miss. And it does.
And there's Condren with the rebound.
Condren with the rebound. They need 4 quick ones in a minute. It's difficult. I haven't seen it done. That doesn't mean it can't be done.
No, well, they need to score nonetheless very quickly here. Just going to have to let it go.
In the
back,
Bell.
Charlie.
Yeah. Kamo,
amazing again touch.
Bells needs this. 53 seconds to go. She scores. And the crowd goes nuts. There they are, the fan squad for Charlie Bell. And again, just delay in play.
risky ball, but had to go that.
Bell
Charlie will
needs to
probably
step in
this.
and take this. She does. Back to 2. 50-48. Did they leave her on the bench too long, Gary Passion?
Look, they'll be looking at that. I suspect that'll be a question they'll ask.
That'll be in the metrics?
Probably. We don't know, what's going on down on that bench. There might be other factors involved, but certainly that's something they'll look at. 25
seconds left, 18 now. So, and the smart play here being shown by the Cougars. A foul there by Walno. That's probably enough to make sure the Cougars hang on. 50-42.
See if they'll get one more shot here maybe, or they mightn't even bother. There's Holland here.
She takes a shot and scores right on the buzzer. So the quarter is won by the Jets, so they pick up 2 competition points, but the match is won by the Cougars, 51-48. It was billed as a top-of-the-table clash. It lived up to the hype. It went through ebbs and flows. The Jets led by 5 early. Cougars on a third quarter, 19-7. Championship quarter, as we say. Took the match away from the Jets. The Jets were low-flying today, and they lose by 3.
Yeah, look, they fought back well there in that last quarter, but unfortunately, damage had already been done for them, and too late there for them on that run, and they'll learn from that. But look, Cougars, typical Cougars fashion. We said it early on that if any team can bounce back and steady themselves, they've proven that plenty of times, and they did it again tonight.
So second half, no timeout to the Jets. I can't recall. I don't think they did. Liz White definitely did for
That's
the Cougars.
Exactly right. Yeah,
she got them to settle when they got back to 4.
Yep.
And then but no timeout, and Charlie Bell stayed on the bench till late in the last quarter.
Yeah, look, obviously they were looking for a bit more speed there, and that did work for them. I thought maybe it wasn't so much that, but when Bakewell Doran went down with the injury, getting Bell back in there might have been a bit of a mismatch that might have helped. So that did prove right at the end there, but maybe it was a little too late. As I said, that's something they'll look at, and again, there's a lot of factors that we're not privy to. So, but as I said, they'll reassess things.
It's fun to speculate.
It is
Gary
fun
Passion.
to speculate.
It's fun to speculate. Right. Gary, who's your best for the game?
Oh, look, I think it's tough though, because I think Condren did so well down there. I'd say defensively it has to go, and probably one of the Cougars defenders there, and I'd say probably Camo. Was really impressive there and put a lot of pressure on. But I don't know, it's hard to go past, even though it was a losing game for them. Condren did so well at keeper there. Condren
did do well. She was very, very impressive. For me, it was Ruby Bakewell Doran. I thought she was spectacular, particularly when they went on that run during the third quarter, until she got the injury, unfortunately, when we're not sure what she did. She was limping pretty badly. She's on the bench now, I can see.
Still getting treatment now.
Looks like on the left leg, somewhere lower left leg. That's all I can tell you from where I can see. She was pretty impressive. The shootout between Charlie Bell and Riley Holland didn't really get to any great heights.
No, I think because solid. They were both solid, and they did what they did really well. But I think, as I said, it was such a game of the defenders there tonight, and made it hard for any shooter out there. Like even the best shooters, in the comp out there tonight, were really tested with the defence from both teams. Okay, well, that's game 2 done and dusted. The Cougars, the top of the table clash. The Cougars, they came in first place. They win the game. They leave in first place. Jets, not to be out disgraced. They performed well. In the end, lost by 3. My name's Dave Mills. I've been joined in commentary by none other, the coach of the Sunny Coast Lightning. Not Sunny Coast Lightning. I'll take that.
The Bull Sharks.
Thunder for now. Thunder.
Sorry, Thunder. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. He'll be back at 7, but on the court.
That's right.
Excellent. Good luck in your game tonight, Gary, against the Bull Sharks, the aforementioned Bull Sharks. My name's Dave Mills. We'll be back at 7 minutes to 7 for the third and final game in our coverage today. Be Brisbane. Bye for now.